Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 9 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great week. Got a partner here, Mr. Steve Rhodes, growling and prowling out here with us.
Absolutely.
Totally. Let's take a look at one of our 4 agreements. Learn to ask questions. It is always better to ask questions than to make an assumption. Have the courage to ask questions until you're as clear as you can be. Once you hear the answer to a question, you won't have to make the assumption because you'll know the truth. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We had the Dow Industrials up 53, Nasdaq up 21, S&P's up 10.5. Gold contract down $5.30, trading at 1,604 an ounce. Now, what gold did, folks, gold blew away a swing point last week, 275,000 contracts, just ate it alive. ABC structure on the way down to 1569. Not bad.
At least.
At least. That's a 1-to-1 ABC structure down. Silver, 46 cents at $29.38. And we get going. I'm going to have Steve bring up a chart because that chart I'm looking at right now is a bad scene. And what I'm looking at, I might as well bring it up now. We're looking at a 2008.
Yeah, just a simple trend line, coming off of the 2008 lows in silver. And whereas gold had broken its trend line back a while ago,
yes.
Silver had not.
Right.
But last week, silver with the move down on Friday,
right.
Silver actually broke through it. And today we've got conviction on the daily chart, volume-wise, as it's attacking its swing point. So it is now. It can, when you attack a trend line like that, especially a long-term one, at some point in time it's going to get up and try to get back inside it, and that's where the real release of information will come.
Right. That's after it gets down to $27, folks.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
No
doubt.
That's right. Yeah. Bonds. Let's take a look at bonds. Bonds down 15 ticks, trading out at 143 even. King dollar off 26 ticks at 80.55. But guess what, folks? King dollar's in a confirmed ABC structure on the way up. 81.50 is the price point, the projection. Now, what gets interesting here with King Dollar is the way it traded last Thursday, folks. It had wide price spread, accelerated volume. That actually sets it up that it can get into your last swing up there, which we're talking the September swing, which is 82.50, I believe. Yeah, we're talking... On the continuous contract, the continuous contract, let's see. No, we're talking on the continuous contract that you can actually get up to the...
I'll draw it in.
You broke that, into the 84.25.
Yeah, 81.58 is certainly game, so that takes you right back to November 16th,
right.
Which is what we would expect.
No, for sure.
And that's just the 1-to-1.
That's exactly.
Out there, yeah.
Exactly. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. Another day, another up day, folks. Another no-volume day. But the bottom line is that the S&Ps went up $10. At a cash S&P, that's a big number.
Yes.
Because what it did, it definitely launched the last 7 days out here. So bottom line, you're at 1529. You do volume of 682 million. Bottom line, higher highs, you can get higher. We go over to the Dow Industrials. We take a look at the Dow Industrials, what you have inside the Dow Industrials. Dow goes up 53 points. You're at the 14,035 level. Now, that 14,035, we hit the 44 out here today, and I believe it's the 38 that's the high. So right at this particular point, you still have a closing high. NASDAQ Composite. Now, the Composite's still a different animal. I mean, it's interesting here watching how the Composite's trading versus the S&P. And in particular, some of these composite stocks have moved, but the composite itself basically is still out here, well, you get $21. The bottom line, you get $21, and, yeah, you're over the highs. You're over the highs and still get no juice. So, when you're over the highs, guess what? You can get higher.
Yeah, and so Europe didn't get the RSVP from Asia last night.
No, and what ended up happening is that in Germany they got those. In fact, we were just talking with a few traders out here, and they got those zoo numbers.
Yes.
And when those zoo numbers came in, if you take a look at the DAX, folks, the zoo numbers would be like our GDP numbers coming in. Sales numbers coming in, I guess. And bottom line, that DAX took off topside. The DAX had been, the futures had been down $50, and they went up. But you know what? If we take a look at the DAX, this is what you have. You're up $123. you did volume. So check this out. You did volume 131 million versus downtown 192. Now, where divergence happened out here today also is this. The DAX was up 1.6%. The FTSE was up 0.96%. And
U.S. markets were...
No, the NASDAQ was up 0.7. The Dow is up 0.3. So, we'll see where the whole baby shakes at the end. HLF. Let's see if Herbalife come out yet, because this is going to be wild. No, HLF. Because Herbalife is coming out with numbers today, folks, and of course you get the icon.
Two big whales.
Oh, you get them fight. You get them fighting like crazy. Oof. So those numbers are going to come up. The Dell numbers come out, but Dell that's not going to do anything because Dell's getting taken over.
Yeah.
So Dell came out with numbers. The way numbers go when Dell, 39 cents was the estimate. They made 40 cents. So bottom line is that. It's going to be Herbalife. Let's go over to that gold market. So gold, folks, okay, you talk about going south in a big way. We broke the swing point, and it broke it with some real conviction. We're talking conviction, you're talking 258,000 contracts. Now, the thing that's really not conducive to higher price in the gold market right now, folks, we did another 200,000 contracts today. And as Steve was saying at the opening of the show, if we go over and we take a look at that silver market, silver, you talk about contracts out here today.
Yeah, someone was putting pressure on.
Big time.
Big and early on.
Yeah, early on.
It was
71,000 contracts, just took out the swing low of 29.60. Now, we had 80,000 there. So there's a little shot, but bottom line is that,
still going into the low from January 4th, though.
It is.
Which is, really kind of your next swing point down, and that only had 41,000 contracts.
No, exactly. And in fact, this June 2011 looks like wide open. And that June 2011, it's 26.50 to 27.50.
And what was interesting is, right now you've got gold and silver really attacking that January 4th level.
Yes.
And gold had been the stronger one. Silver had been the stronger of the two.
Yes.
And then, in the last 2 days, silver is just
taken apart.
Boom. Yeah.
Taken apart. And that's that volatility in the silver market. There's no doubt about it.
Yes.
There's no doubt about it. We take a look at some of the large caps out here. We have in the large caps, you had American Express was up 59 cents. Coca-Cola was down 25. Oxy was up 109. Big Blue pulled back 66. General Motors was down 8. You had Walmart. Let's go to Walmart. So Walmart, folks, okay, is a big number. And what's going on with Walmart is this. We've been talking about that 70.25.
Yes.
That was the consolidation. Now, this consolidation, folks, was on from 1999. It was trying to take this price out. It took it out, and then when it took it out, it took all of 3 months to come back inside the range, and you came back inside the range with conviction. Huge volume, destruction of price, and, the way this is set up right now is that, hey, Walmart can come down to 46 bucks.
Yeah.
It'll take a couple years, but bottom line, it's a huge heads up for the marketplace because if we go over to Google, so let's go over to Google.
I didn't search much for the news story behind the memo.
So what it is this.
Has there been anything more that's really come out on other than just a...
Well, what happened is that it was Bloomberg that got hold of the email.
Yeah.
And what the email specifically said is that this guy that has been there for 7 years is vice president of sales, I believe.
Yeah.
They got hold of the email. And he had not seen numbers that bad in his 7 years there.
Yeah.
And he was sending an email to the other, salespeople there saying, hey, you got to take a look at this. This is trouble in paradise.
Yeah.
So that was saying it all, basically. So what you have with Walmart is that, it came down not only hard, but, it was vicious.
It was quick.
It came down to 25 million shares. And that is what threw the market off on Friday.
Yeah.
So we'll see where what the next move is out here. So let's go over to the euro for a second. So what do you... the euro today, and this is where the correlation is direct. There's no two ways about it. Euro's up 37 ticks today, but that was enough to basically get that S&P going.
Yeah, just right now it's really been consolidating sideways. It's been doing that really since the 14th. of February. So, and really, it got down into an oversold condition.
Right.
Really had to kind of work its way off, and that's all it's doing. It's just preparing for the next leg down.
Beautiful thing.
That's why your king is
I
going
like
up.
that. King Dollar. Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien, all you tigers and tigresses, you stay right there. We're coming right back, folks.